Are you ready to transform your summer into an epic splash-tastic adventure? Say goodbye to wasteful, single-use water balloons and hello to the ultimate in reusable, eco-friendly fun with reusable water balloons. Check out the link in the video description to get yours on Amazon today.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Nicholas Godejohn's murder case continues to make headlines. In 2015, the then couple conspired to murder Gypsy's mother, Dee Dee, who mentally and physically abused Gypsy throughout her entire life. A victim of Munchausen by proxy, Gypsy was put in a wheelchair despite being able to walk, forced to take medication she didn't need, and had her head shaved in an effort to convince their friends, family, and community that she was suffering from muscular dystrophy, leukemia, and other ailments. The mistreatment only ended after Godejohn murdered Dee Dee in 2015. Both Gypsy and Godejohn were convicted and sentenced to prison for their respective roles in the murder, and have given a handful of candid interviews about the crime since. Gypsy recently shared more information about the murder and her relationship with Godejohn in her Lifetime docuseries The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Following Gypsy's release from prison on December 28, here's everything to know about where Godejohn is now. According to BuzzFeed News, Gypsy first connected with Nicholas Godejohn on a dating site for Christian singles, and they communicated online for 2 years before meeting in person. Text messages shared in court in 2018 showed the tumultuous relationship the pair had leading up to Dee Dee's death, according to the Springfield News Leader. They talked at length about starting a new life together, including getting married and starting a family, with BuzzFeed News reporting they had already picked out names for their kids. Gypsy and Godejohn eventually had their first in-person date at the movies in 2015. Their second in-person meeting was that June, when Godejohn traveled from Wisconsin to Missouri to kill Dee Dee. In June 2015, Dee Dee was murdered in her home by Godejohn. Gypsy said in Mommy Dead and Dearest that on the night of the murder, she and Dee Dee gave each other manicures and Gypsy put Dee Dee to bed, promising to be a good girl. After Dee Dee fell asleep, Godejohn entered the residence, Gypsy recalled, and Gypsy hid in a bathroom while Godejohn stabbed Dee Dee to death. In 2018, Gypsy told the court that 2 weeks before her mother's murder, she changed her mind because she started having doubt and second thoughts. But after the pair got into an argument days later, Gypsy decided Dee Dee had to die and told Godejohn to travel from Wisconsin to Missouri to kill her, according to the Springfield News Leader. When asked who talked who into killing Dee Dee, Gypsy responded in court, "I did, I talked him into it," the paper reported. Following Dee Dee's murder, Godejohn and Gypsy allegedly stole $4,000 from her room and checked into a Days Inn outside of Springfield before fleeing to Godejohn's family home in Wisconsin by bus, according to a search warrant obtained by the Springfield News Leader. Godejohn, who had no history of violence before the murder, told ABC 2020, "I felt horrible about it. When me and her were in the hotel room, she, Gypsy, kept on telling me, 'Stop crying, stop crying. There's no reason to cry. It was my idea, it wasn't yours. I did what I did because I loved her. I really wanted a life with her, I really did.'" On June 14, 2015, Gypsy wrote on Dee Dee's Facebook, "That bitch is dead," which immediately sparked concern from Dee Dee's friends. When they were unable to get in contact with Dee Dee, they alerted the authorities. Police later found Dee Dee's body in her Springfield home. They were also able to trace the IP address of the Facebook posts to Big Bend, Wisconsin, where Gypsy and Godejohn were staying. Police raided Godejohn's family home and arrested him and Gypsy on charges of murder and felony armed criminal action, per the Springfield News Leader. In July 2016, Gypsy pleaded guilty to second-degree murder for her role in the killing of her mother and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Godejohn's trial was held in November 2018, during which Gypsy testified that she came up with the plan to kill her mother because it was the only way she could escape her life of abuse, the Springfield News Leader reported. While no one disputed whether Godejohn killed Dee Dee, his attorneys had argued that he was manipulated by Gypsy to kill her mom and should have his charges reduced to second-degree murder, according to the Springfield News Leader. Days L.